What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I have been wanting to sit down and film this video for such a long time, so now I'm finally doing it. In today's video, I'm going to share my top 10 tips to looking stylish on a budget. I budget myself through an app called Mint. This is not sponsored by Mint. I've just been using this app for a really long time. It helps me budget my spending in certain areas. So I like to set my monthly shopping budget to a certain limit. My shopping budget has not changed since I was 18 years old. You know, when I was 18, I just didn't have the money to spend. So I had to budget myself in order to afford groceries and rent. And now that my income has changed and I do have an adult, salary coming in, a steady income, I choose to spend my money on investing in my own business, putting it in my IRA and my savings, on travel, memories, stuff like that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started into the tips. Tip number 1 is know what you own and love what you own. Have a clear closet. Don't just hoard things in your closet. If you can't see it, you don't know it's there. Trust me, if you were to go take out everything in your closet right now, you would probably be shocked at what you found. Have a day, spend a day for yourself cleaning out your closet. Sell the things or donate the things that you do not want. Point is, know what you have in your closet and only keep pieces that you truly love. Number 2 is invest in great blends for basics. Just know what your clothes are made of for their worth. So for example, I have a Rag & Bone t-shirt that was $130 that I absolutely love. I also have a Gap t-shirt that was $17. They're both made with the exact same materials. One was $130, one was $17. Find a basic that you love, whether it be $130 or $17, whatever your budget is, and invest in that. Tip number 3 is save on your trendy items. Definitely get your inspiration from high-end designers. That way you know what to buy. If you are trying to stay on a budget, just know that most designer pieces are going to be kind of trickled down into Zara, H&M, Topshop. So maybe just hold off a couple of months until they hit those stores, and by the time they do hit those stores, you might already be over it. So you never know. It's good to hold out on trendy items anyways. I know we all kind of fall for the trends immediately, but give them a couple of weeks, maybe a month or so before you really decide to commit to it. Prints versus solids. You have to be really careful with your prints. I know when you go into like Forever 21, for example, at my Forever 21, there is just a room of prints, and you can kind of get lost in what a good print is and what a cheaply looking print is. So definitely take some inspiration from some higher end designers. Maybe take some pictures on your phone. This is a print that I bought at Zara, I believe, and I got it home and I just hate it. Now, I loved it at the time because I was kind of in a room full of prints and I was like, oh, I'll take that one, I guess. Kind of jumped the gun, and now I don't really love it. I think it just doesn't look good with anything. And then a print that I love is this one. I've had this shirt for 4 years now and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite prints and my favorite shirts. So just be mindful when you are looking at prints. You're dealing with solids, just know that black is always a safe choice. When you're dealing with faux fur or faux leather, black is always great. If you are looking for a colored bag, I would try to get something that's textured. I think it just makes it look a little bit more elevated because of the texture. And also look for something with a fun handle. I just recently got a red bag from Forever 21 and it has gold ring handles on it that I think makes it look a little bit more special, maybe a little bit more high-end. So definitely look for details when you're buying inexpensive handbags. Next tip number 5, are accessories. Now I'm talking about bags, shoes, and jewelry. So if you do have the budget, or if you do have an option to save, I would definitely save and invest in a nicer designer bag. It doesn't have to be a $3,000 Chloe bag. It can very easily be a $300 to $400 C by Chloe bag. You could be wearing a pair of denim shorts and a white tee from Forever 21, but if you've got a nice bag and maybe a nice pair of shoes, then it definitely elevates your outfit. I think the same thing for your shoes, as long as they're comfortable. I know when it comes to shoes, comfort is key, but I always try to look for an interesting shoe, something with maybe some sort of embellishment or some sort of detail in it. And when it comes to jewelry, I sometimes invest in jewelry. I'll, you know, spend $100, $120 on a necklace if it's like a really, really cool piece, because I like dressing up basic tees and basic tops with really fun jewelry. You'll notice this video of me in a basic white t-shirt. This looks simple, plain white tee, and then add some jewelry. It completely transforms the whole entire look. It's a little bit cooler, it's a little bit more stylish, more interesting. So definitely don't be afraid to just go to the jewelry section in Forever 21, grab a few necklaces. I think the daintier and the smaller, the more expensive it looks. So try to grab something like that, layer it on, and you pretty much have yourself a completely new outfit. My next tip involves your hair, makeup, and your nails. So when I go out, I am not the kind of person to get so dressed up. I'll usually do a black skinny jeans and a black top or some sort of all black situation, but I always like to do a red lip or a super dark lip. So I really think playing with your makeup, especially in the nighttime, really elevates your outfit. So this is a great example of like a classic red lip with just a basic black outfit. It really transforms the whole entire thing. Next are your hairstyles, and this can really translate to daytime or nighttime. I think a really sleek, slicked back ponytail, it's one of my favorite hairstyles. I think it makes any outfit look 10 times better. It just makes you look sleek and chic and trendy. Did I just say sleek and chic? I'm pretty sure I did. That was stupid. Just play with your hair, and I also love a good high bun. You know, not a crazy messy bun, a sleek high bun. I think those two hairstyles are probably my favorite when I'm trying to elevate my outfit, make it look a little bit more stylish. So yes, hair does play a factor. And next are your nails. One of my biggest pet peeves is chipped nail polish. Oh, it definitely looks better when you have a fresh manicure. You don't even have to, you know, pay to go get your nails done. Just buy a bottle of $3 polish and just keep your hands looking nice and your toes looking nice. Tip number 7 is tailoring. I don't care if your top is a $40 top from Zara or a $300 top from I don't know where. Don't be afraid to get things tailored. You know, you spent your hard-earned money on a top, even if it's $40, so you want it to look right. You do plan on having it for a while. You invested $300 in a top and it, you know, you wanted it to be a little snug in the waist, or you wanted the arms to be a little shorter, you would definitely get it tailored. So do the same for your more inexpensive items, because the better it fits, the more expensive it is going to look on you. I know that's so silly, paying, you know, $40 for a top and then paying another $20 to get it tailored, but trust me, you will get your money's worth. You'll wear it more. There are things that I've bought that I'm like, oh, I'll just get it, you know, take it in the waist a little bit, it's a little big, and I never do it, and then I never wear it, and it just sits in my closet, and that's basically a waste of $40. So invest the extra $5, $10, $15 to get it tailored. I promise you will be so much happier with the way it looks. Which also brings me to tip number 8, is to take care of your items. Treat all of your items the same. No matter what the price, no matter where they're from, take care of your items. They will last so much longer. When you leave the house, make sure, even if you are wearing a t-shirt, that it's properly steamed or ironed, that there's no wrinkles. Dry clean them if they're necessary. I know I bought this top from Zara and I was about to wash it and I read the label and it said dry clean only, and I was like, hell no. But then I was like, no, you know, this is my top. I love it. I paid money for it, so I'm gonna take care of it properly. If I had put it in the washing machine and just hope for the best, it probably would have ruined, and again, waste $40. So definitely make sure that you're taking care of all of your clothes the same. Tip number 9 is to layer. Layering definitely elevates your outfit. I love nothing more than throwing a belt or a scarf onto an outfit. It just makes it a little bit more like you thought it out. For example, I have this dress from Forever 21. I think this was $10. It's basically a potato sack, but add a belt to it and it is a completely different dress. When I want to dress it up, I add like a sleek small chain belt with some heels, or if I want to dress it down, I do more of a Western style or a rope belt with sandals. I get so much more wear out of it. So don't be afraid to buy those random, just kind of shapeless items, because you can play with them. You can belt them, you can add a jacket, and it definitely takes it to a whole new level. My last rule is more of a shopping tip. So definitely shop consignment, shop sale, shop sample sales, shop influencer coupon codes. But I do have one rule: do not buy something just because it's cheap. You know, if you're shopping a sale and a shirt was marked down from $500 to $10, but it's like, will I wear this? Can I put an outfit together? Don't buy it. Don't clutter your closet. You're gonna end up just giving it away. Just because it's a good deal doesn't mean you have to have it. Some of my best pieces I've gotten from sample sales, and I understand that not everyone is in a big city and can go to sample sales, but if you are, definitely try to make that happen. Shopping consignment, I have found so many bargains shopping consignment and shopping at places like Saks Off Fifth and Nordstrom Rack. But make sure if you're shopping consignment that the clothes are in good condition. So definitely inspect them, make sure there's no holes or stains, because you're just gonna end up not wearing them. And next are influencer coupon codes. I always try, if I'm working with brands like Boohoo or Lulu's, I try to get you guys a coupon code. I know, you know, these ad videos are annoying to some of you, but it usually comes with a perk. There's usually a coupon code attached to it. My number one online store has to be River Island. I got these flats. Absolutely love these. These are my go-to slip-on flats. And as you can see, what I was saying earlier about leather, these are embossed. So they do look a little bit more elevated and a little bit more high-end. Like you could dress them up, but also just wear them with like a pair of denim shorts and a t-shirt. Also from River Island are these white patent pointy-toed slides. And I love that they have a little heel. And this is also embossed leather. So it does make them look a little bit more dressy. Just I can't see myself spending investing a lot of money in a pair of white slides, just because I don't think that I would get that much use out of them. They're very you know, spring, summer, and River Island just has great shoes. They're always so comfortable, they're great quality, so I can always trust them when I need a pair of affordable shoes. And I love River Island's prints. They have great prints. I got this ruffled girly skirt that I can see myself wearing, just like a black bodysuit, maybe a cropped off the shoulder top, or like a textured top. But again, I wouldn't want to invest over $100 in something like this, just because this isn't something that you wear on a weekly basis. This is more of like an occasion. You know, you want to spread out your prints throughout the week and throughout the month. That way you're not wearing the same print over and over. One of my next favorite stores is Topshop. I get most of my denim from Topshop. Again, I wouldn't mind investing over $100 into a pair of denim shorts or denim jeans, because that is something that you wear consistently throughout the week and throughout the year. I like that they have a tall section. Even though I'm 5'5", I like to shop my tall section for the shorts, because then they're not, you know, my butt's not hanging out of them. So I really like to have the option of a longer pair. Another place I love to shop is Target. Their Who What Wear collection is always so good, especially if you are a business professional. They always have the best work attire. So recently I just purchased these two tops. Again, I would probably invest over $100 in a good print, but I just happen to really love this one from Target. It's bright, and I don't know, I just love it. Then I got this top, this little ruffle baby doll top. This is not something I would invest over $100 in, just because it is very, you can find stuff like this everywhere. A print, if you fall in love with the print, chances are you will not find it anywhere else, but stuff like this you can find elsewhere. So I'm definitely glad that I was able to find more of a trendy item like this at Target that I can wear you know, throughout the summer and get plenty of use out of. Another store I love going to is Forever 21. This is the handbag that I was telling you guys about earlier. This is a big trend right now, the ring handles. So for me to be able to find this bag at an affordable price. I was really excited. And I love red. I think red immediately elevates your outfit. It's a great pop of color, especially for summer and spring, but it is seasonless. So you can do red in the fall and in the winter. Next is ASOS. So I get a lot of my basics from ASOS. They have great bodysuits, great little tops like this. This is just an off-the-shoulder top that I always grab when I need some sort of crop top, but I don't want it to be super tight. You know, this is like loose but cropped, which is what I always look for when I'm buying a crop top. So ASOS is always a really good place to shop if you are on a budget. And next, I was telling you guys about consignment stores, marked down stores. So I got this one from Saks Off 5th, and I still have the tag on it because I just got it when I was on the West Coast. But this is by Tularosa, which is one of my favorite brands. I love Tularosa. And originally this was $210 and I got it for $79, but they were having a 20% off, so I even got it for less than that. So when I can find brands that I absolutely love, but you know, just don't want to pay full price for, I definitely always check stores like that because they usually have a pretty good selection, especially if it's brand new. All right, so this video kind of inspired me to do a $100 Forever 21 challenge that I actually did yesterday, and I got some really cool stuff, so that is going to be the next video, so stay tuned for that. It should be coming out within the next week. I'm really excited. Basically what I did was I took $100, went to Forever 21, and I'm going to put together as many outfits as I can with those items that I got for $100. So that should be fun. So definitely be on the lookout for that within the next week. With that being said, kind of a bonus tip, I guess, my Life by Her lookbook is definitely like a shopping. It's like a magazine, a shopping situation where there are shopping links, but I do encourage everyone to shop in their closet first. So I guess my bonus tip to you would be to, after you clean out your closet, which was my rule number 1, look and see what you have. Put some outfits together. I promise you'll find things that you never knew you had, and you can put together so many outfits with your new/old clothes. So definitely do that first and sign up for the lookbook if you haven't already. Basically, it's like fashion Bible for the whole month, shopping, links, inspiration photos, a really cool Facebook community of you know, successful, stylish, really cool chicks. And we over there at Life by Her are all about looking stylish on a budget and thrifting and consignment stores and shopping in your own closet. So if you're into that sort of thing, you would fit right in with us. But I will leave you with that, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Wearing my Free People like flowy, it's kind of cool. It's like a shirt, but I just kind of wear it open as like a little sweater, but it buttons right here. So when you wear it as a shirt, it just kind of like, you know, you can wear something underneath it.